wanted to be in that room so bad, and they're doubles still this year, and they just said, like, just seeing their aha moments and seeing how it felt for them as doubles to be in that room with Mark. And one of the things I kept hearing from everybody there was, I feel like I'm in Mark's living room. Like, I feel like I'm literally sitting in Mark's living room right now, just listening to him talk. And so it was just so neat to see, like, wow, the power of that being open to diamonds and above is huge. Like, that was definitely an aha for me, like, just to see them go through that, you know. So that was really neat.
That's cool. And Rinda, you've been around for a long time, haven't you? How many years?
Oh yeah, six.
Okay. So
Yes.
I thought we were about the same time, and it's definitely cool to feel just that grassroots feel again, right? Like,
Yeah.
diamonds
Yeah.
do get to be there, and it just makes it feel, I don't know, smaller for some reason, which is cool, you know?
Yeah, no, it was so great. And I was really thankful to get to something before I have this baby. So I was like, I'm glad there was something close. So, but yeah, very, very cool.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Anyone else have a big win and aha share over the last couple weeks or from boot camp, either one? For me, it was just awesome as someone who this is all new to, you know, not having been in this company very long. Just once again, I know you guys have heard this before, but the culture, you know, just seeing the culture of this, the feel of this, the authenticity that's presented there, the way people are so connected with sidelines, you know, that part will never cease to amaze me and be refreshing. I love how many different leaders we get to hear from on the panels, because even within our leadership, someone's going to connect with you, or someone in the audience in a way that someone else doesn't. You know, everyone brings something different to the table. And so even though Mary and I and Amber were also in Dallas, and some of the format, you know, follows a similar outline to stay consistent, seeing different leaders up there on the stage, I got something different from this one, and I can't wait 2 weeks to be in Grand Rapids and see what's there. So what I love about it is you've got the means and the way to get to more than one. Your soul and your vision and belief is still going to be fed, even from people, you know, different ones in different locations, because everybody's got their different personality and something else that they add to it. So I know for me, just seeing that culture and, you know, spotlighting some of those different, great, and just getting to mingle even more, like Mary at the beginning, you know, we're just looking to connect with people in the field, and these are perfect for that. You know, the lunches, the little hugs out in the entrance, like I got to have with Rinda, just those experiences are great. And I could see in a lot of new eyes this weekend that excitement and that, oh my God, this is a big deal. I'm so excited about what we're doing. It just reminds me it's so important to get to events. And so that's, as a newbie, that's really cool. Get used to it. Hi, Tamika. I see you there, or I did see you there.
Love it. One thing I love too is Christy Christensen. I think that's how you say it. She said something I thought was like so simple but so profound. She said, you know how we talk about people like, oh, do you build online? Do you build in person? Do you know, we kind of talk about these two continuums, and a lot of people early in the business built belly to belly in person. A lot of people build social media, and some people do both. But what she said was meet people online and then get them in person to a wrap party. And I'm like, how stinking smart is that? Because I feel like in my mind, like I've always built, you know, belly to belly. That was how I built my whole organization pretty much. Not that I didn't have a few people doing social media. But I never even posted on social media until after I was a triple diamond. I didn't really use it that way, other than to scroll through my friends list and find people to contact one-on-one, you know? But I thought that was such a cool concept, because why not use that platform that we have with social media? But get them in person, get them to a party. Getting people to a party, you know, if you get 10 people to a party, you can get somebody charted to Ruby in one event, in one night. And I also feel like a lot of times volumes are higher, you know, when you're at a party, they're in person, they're trying more than just that one hair, skin, and nails that they might see a post about, you know. So anyway, I loved that. I thought that was simple, but really profound, and made a lot of sense to me. So anybody else have an aha from boot camp or a win from the last couple of weeks? I see a couple people have jumped on. Darlene, hey girl.
Hey there.
Darlene, do you have a win you want to share from the last couple of weeks?
I didn't make it to the boot camp. Sorry guys, Deb got a hold of me and I got a little bit too late on getting on here. I did not get to the boot camp, but I have been doing parties a lot with the customers of mine and getting them after there to do the personal thing. And I just jumped on, so I think that's what I heard Aspen was talking about. But, you know, I'm getting better orders because if I don't see them or I just see them once with the wraps, like at a coffee or over online, if I'm asking them over to the house, I'm getting additional orders, and it's been great to keep them on longer. So that's been a win for me because it's all about keeping those loyals.
Is it like a customer appreciation thing, Darlene, or how are you?
I am not doing it as a customer appreciation, which though I do want to get started to do that. I think that's with our new shakes and stuff. But I call it Pamper Me Healthy, and so I ask them to come on over, and then I do a little bit of pampering with them. I'll do the exfoliation. I will ask them if they want to buy the wrap, and I'll give it to them for $20 if they do it. But you know, then if they haven't had the full health session of what we have for our products, then I'm doing the greens, and I'm making the protein balls, and I'm doing the shakes, and showing the fat fighters and just talking about their health. So I've had 2 to 4. I have one coming on Wednesday. She bought wraps, has wrapped for a long time. I've never had time to sit down and talk to her, so she's coming over on Wednesday. So I'll exfoliate and show the moisturizer because I love the skincare, and show that other dimension, and then go over the wellness part.
I love that you said the full health program. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
So smart.
Because, you know, the more I'm in it, and with different age groups, because I'm in an age group where they're going to wrap sometimes, you know, if they've got the loose skin and stuff, but they're into the vanity of looking good with their skin. I know, I mean, that's huge for me. Plus the health, and being in Florida, they're walking all the time and they're doing things to stay healthy. So I'm really hitting them with, you know, people are going to the Walgreens and buying things that won't even break down in their stomach. Let me show you what it's going to do for your health. And that's been a big focus of mine lately. So
I love it. Thank you.
Good to see you too.
Good to see you.
Want to share a win, an aha moment, or even a question for us or for the group before we move on? Put in the site.
Monday mornings are always a little quiet, right? But that's okay.
Did everybody see the new packages that got announced on the family call last night? Everybody see that? There are 7, I believe. Is it 7, Ashley? 7 for her packages.
Here's one thing that I do a lot when new packages get announced, and I'm doing this today, is just like a tip or a trick. Obviously, we all know with social media, if we post stuff from corporate, if every single AWorks distributor posts out, the way that Facebook algorithms work is they're going to start to block those. So I'm taking those packages and I'm just setting them up somewhere in my house and taking a picture of each of them, kind of making my own picture to give to my team to start using. That way we're not all circulating the exact same pictures. So just kind of a tip or a trick for you guys when they come out with new packages or BOGOs and things like that is try to take some of your own pictures for your team to use instead of just having them use everybody else's.
I think that's so smart. So Ashley, do they block images now too from news feeds? It's not just
Yeah.
the image.
So what they do is they scroll through, and if the same picture has been posted a bunch, they'll say, oh, this one's already been posted. We're going to block this post from being seen to their friends and family. And same thing with like the verbiage. If people just copy and paste and don't change about 20% of the post, their post, it's not like you know it. You know what I mean? Like Facebook just sees that when they scroll through, and they don't send that out to that person's Facebook friends and family. So
Okay. Good to know. Hey, just a couple things from the group chat really quick. Aspen, Rinda said it's a little bit hard to hear you. I don't know if you can do anything.
Were you having the same thing, or was it just on her?
I can hear you, but it's kind of like almost like the tail end will cut off just a little bit.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know what to do.
No, it's fine. It might just be service, too.
Okay. Yeah, it could be.
No worries.
I think that's better. If you're on your phone and you have it like propped up, it just might be that the microphone is like
Yeah,
covered.
that's why I'm holding it up now.
It actually is better now. That's true.
Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. Sorry. Thanks for speaking up.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question to all you rock stars here as we're talking about the packages and the customers?
Yes.
Do you all have a separate, on your Facebook, like a separate group of your loyals that you are announcing this to? I mean, I've done that and it's brought me business, but I've been told with some of my team that they actually made a customer loyal team page, or customer loyal page, where they announce something once a week at least to keep them. So what have you, I've just done the group, what have you guys found is the best way, like with Ashley, like you're going to get out on this new packages, other than just all over Facebook?
We have a page and it's for my entire team's loyal customers. So as soon as they start getting customers, I add them to it so that way they can add their loyal customers to the team page. And it's just called, I think, the Loyal Customer VIP Experience. And I have a couple of hosts, and they don't necessarily have to be a certain rank, just people that I want to start like edifying and giving some responsibility to so they feel ownership. I want to make sure that they know how to use social media well. But I will post on there periodically, once a week, and it's not necessarily all about it works. It's about like healthy tips and tricks. So if I find like a really easy like meal prep thing, I might post about that on the page. Tips about just drinking water, things like that. And then that way it's not just all it works, but like this morning already, I went on there, I'm trying to find it, and posted right away, just said, good morning, everyone. I'm so excited for these new gift packs. And I made like a post about it. We already have 7 comments on it. And so the thing about team pages and groups like that, though, is I'm not friends with everybody. And so they don't get notified of every single time I make a post. And so I'll make sure that I go into like my team page with my leaders and I'll say, hey guys, I made a post on our loyal customer page. Make sure you're commenting on that, liking it, so it will pop up in your loyal customers' news feeds. And every time we sign a customer, I'll send them like that welcome text that tells them, thank you for signing up as a customer with It Works, here's your info. I'm going to be adding you to a special VIP page where you can get up-to-date info about all of our It Works stuff. And so I'm not asking their permission, but I am telling them about it, and then I'll send them like a screenshot of the page. So that's just something that we do that works really well.
We've done it with a 90-day challenge. So there's recipes and things like that, but we're not putting all our customers on there. And and I think that would save time if we would do something like what you're doing, that, keeping that momentum going with the loyals, because that's what it's all about too, is keeping our volumes up. I like that. I like that you send a letter to them. Actually, it says we're putting you on a special page.
Mm-hmm.
I can add you to it, Darlene, so you can just kind of look around at it and see what we do if you want.
I would love that. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Does anyone else have any tips or ideas for things that you are doing or are going to do to market these packages? You know, something you're going to say on your Facebook page, contest, something that you're going to do. Have you thought that up in the last 12 hours since we've known about them? We kind of were looking in the ambassador page and saw a few posts about that, but we just didn't know if any of you had something special. Ashley, I love the tip about not all using the exact same picture. That's super, super important. I know Amber does a great deal on social media, and she's got, you know, lots of great ways that she utilizes that in an effective way. But does anybody on here have something to share?
I do. One thing that, hi, I'm Lori, everyone.
Hi, Lori.
Hi. One thing that I did with my people is talk to them about with sets that you can break them up to sell. You know, if they have Mother's Day as a gift that they want to give a little something, not a whole package, break them up, use them yourself, break them up, retail them to customers, use them for the separate gifts, because not everyone is going to give someone a $40 gift or something.
Oh, I love that. That's so smart.
Same idea for like, it's Lauren. Hi, everybody. I look disgusting, so I'm not gonna, you already saw my beautiful picture. We're doing the same for teachers' end of the year gifts. I already gave the peppermint set to my son's kindergarten teacher for Christmas, but you better believe I'm going to get more and give them to other professionals that are helping in the building. I did split those up as well. So I love how you said that. I gave like a chapstick and a scrub, or a chapstick and the big lotion, and then the little lotion and the scrub to 2 separate teachers. So we'll probably do that for like art and music. But I told my team last night, I've been waiting 3.5 years since I joined this business for a pack of skincare. The skincare products all lumped together, and I screamed because there's 2 different ones that are focused, the spa one, and then there's another skincare one. And I think they're over 80 BV, right? I mean, one of them's like 83. So I told them they all need to get that on their own auto ship, and then they need to pump that up, not just for Mother's Day. The fact that we have this around till July is going to be huge through the summer, especially when people are getting all the sun, they're dried out, they're at the pool all the time. I just think this is like the greatest package ever, and I hope it sticks around even later than July, because we have wanted this for years.
Well, that's wonderful. And what about graduations? Don't we know some people going off to college that would benefit from a nice little gift set, one of those gift sets? I think that's great. Wow. I love that.
Mm-hmm. I love it too. And isn't it fun that there's so many, you guys, because everybody's not promoting the same one. People are seeing different ones in their news feeds. And I think just rotating them is absolutely huge. And I freaked out when they had the oils mixed in with everything, because those are little, they don't add a ton of money, or just cost, but they're getting another product in front of somebody. So that is so cool.
Something in the chat. Team-wise, we do a countdown. We set a goal, and when we hit that many orders, there's a drawing. Do any of you guys do something like that with a drawing? I think I saw that maybe on the ambassador page. I don't know a lot about that.
I just did it with my people to pump them to get to at least the 400 club and do a drawing with that, because we're nearing the end of the month.
I love that. I think too, just making sure our teams are ordering them for themselves is good, because it's such a good value and they need to be trying and using this stuff. Sometimes I run across people and I'm like, they've never tried, some of our main staple products. And I know it takes a while to get around, like everybody can't order everything at once, but making sure people are trying different things so they can recommend them when the need comes up. And I love that. So making sure they're just taking advantage of them too.
One thing I recently started, because I've had people want skincare samples, is my spare skincare that I use for spa parties and stuff, that I've borrowed that to them for a couple days. Because so many people are, I'm so sensitive and I have this and that. And so I borrowed them, for a few days, and they've ordered that way because they found they can use it and they love it, feels good, smells good.
I love it. I'm so excited. I want to order all 7 right now. I won't.
Chris, you just bought me my Mother's Day present and my birthday present and anniversary. Thank you.
Yes. I love it.
Okay, so whoever's on here as Cami commented in the chat. Did anyone see that? We have a monthly Boom post, and we do BOGO contests.
That would be me, Ash.
Well, hi, Ash. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, I think a lot of people on here know about the Boom post, but every month we do a Boom post. We count down for loyal customers, and I haven't thought of one to do yet for this one, but if there's a BOGO contest, we'll do a contest for those days for anybody on our team. So if it's like a 3 or 4 day BOGO or Boom, you know, I know in September we had a buy a box wraps, get a defining gel for free. So if anybody on our team ordered it, if they had a loyal customer that ordered it, if they signed a distributor that ordered it, they commented below. And once we got to either a certain number, we pulled a name, or we kind of switch it up each time. But with this promotion, I think what I'm going to do is have everybody that orders it on my team, and we'll go through maybe like a week or 2 and try to just drive some volume that way. I think it'd be great for month end, since this does go through July, just to get a bunch of people on my team ordering this. I think it was Lauren that said, you know, put it on their auto ship. That's a great idea. So yeah, I think we're going to do something around that.
What do you do for gifts for your contest?
It ranges anywhere from like a $25 credit to the It Works store to a $50 credit to the It Works store. Cami coached me one time to not just give a bunch of credit. She's like, I'm sure you have products sitting around your house that you've already bought when you do like month-end orders or whatever. She's like, so sometimes package those up. So I've done that a lot. I'll do like a Greens, a Thermofit, a Fat Fighter, and give that away for our team. If they're ordering product, I'll maybe finish out their product. Like if they're ordering a gift set, like I might get a gift set that I'm going to raffle off, you know, at the end of the month for them. I might do that with even this one. So I don't do extravagant gifts because I feel like only a percentage of your team is even motivated by contests, you know, a very few percent, and I don't go into debt to do this business. So small $25 to $50 stuff like that.
Yeah, good.
I
Thank
love
you.
that. You said something else that stuck out to me too, Ashley, how cool it is that I think this is the first promotion I can remember that people can actually get out a 3 months of auto ship on the same pack, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's so cool, because usually it's, you know, by the next month we're having to switch it out for them or change it out. And this time it's like, man, take a 3-month challenge on this whole pack.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to see a huge difference in that amount of time, and they're going to be with us for life. So.
And for contests, you'll never believe how many people work really hard just to shout out that they did it. You know, I was an elementary school teacher, and kids and adults really still work the exact same way in terms of recognition and being able just to say you did it. So I'll put, you know, a post out that's like, who bought a pack? You know, which pack did you buy? And people are like, I did. I mean, they're not even going to win anything. They're just excited to say they did. And, you know, you can do that, of course, with loyal customers and distributors. Just don't forget that even them ordering and trying, for a lot of people that don't have an auto ship on, that's a huge win for them, for volume, for everyone. You know, it's a win. So if you are doing the contest, don't just do it for new loyal customers. I let them get a point or an entry for a customer, an existing customer who placed an order, and also for their own personal orders. And I remind them, don't forget to move that within 24 hours, you know, if you have a distributor below you, so you can get commission from that as well. So we just try to do a lot of recognition and shout out. And one time I did something that was like, if you sign 3 distributors in the next, or sorry, 3 loyal customers in the next 3 days, shout it out. And I'm going to send you a $5 Starbucks gift card. It was like coffee on me. And I had like 30 people do it. It was probably my most successful one. I didn't think people would. They were like, oh my gosh, I need the $5 coffee. Like, it was so random, but it was attainable. It was easy. I just went to the store and bought a ton. You can even buy them. I saw Amanda Pruitt just sends it through email. You can actually, instead of actually mailing it, you can just email it. So easy. And people really work hard for small little goals.
That's great. Love that idea.
That is so good, Lauren.
Love that one.
That's so cool. What a great concept.
It just gives people a win. And I think that more than anything, people just need to feel that win. And it doesn't matter what it is. It just gets them excited. And then they'll get a card in the mail or they'll get a gift card from their ambassador or presidential upline. And that's like so important to them, just to feel like we talked about earlier, to feel noticed and to feel like, wow, I'm a new distributor and I got, a gift from my upline just for doing what I'm supposed to do and welcoming me to the team. Like they just get super pumped by that. So it works in multiple ways, not just for volume,
Yes. I love it. And it's another great opportunity kind of for recognition too, which is that piece we're always trying to make sure we're doing. This is so good, you guys. Any other thoughts on that? Or even like tips, like something that's just like working so well for you right now that you think somebody else could benefit from?
I have a question actually, since tomorrow's the 25th. Obviously, we pull like decline reports on the 25th, but are there other things that you guys do on the 25th for the last like couple of days of the month? That's something you do every single month for your team just to drive volume or just kind of housekeeping stuff?
I don't do any contests for loyal customers until after the 25th, like pretty much standard every month. People I feel like are always working and motivated through the month, but after the 25th, it's like hustle time to make, to get to their goals, because now they have a week or 5 days or whatever to get their goals met. And that might not just be a promotion or a rank. It could just be to get their steps to success done. So I just put out a contest always at the end of the month, usually towards any kind of enrollment. They'll get it for a loyal customer or a distributor. They'll get it, if you want to do something with the packs, it could have to do with those orders or really just any orders. I try not to make it too specific for the end of the month because volume's volume. If they're getting a loyal customer that's not a pack, I still want them to be excited and entered in. So, and definitely declines. I've even done a contest with declines. If they send out their emails, they're going to get one entry, to all the declines. If they have 3 people that run it, they're going to get this. And people work really hard to contact all their declines in that situation when they feel like they might win a contest. It's so silly because it's like you want to contact them because you're going to have more commissions, but they want that coffee.
I know this is a silly question, and I don't know why, and I do look at some of the, on the back orders of the reports. Where is the easiest for you to find the declines? I get the letters from my own personally enrolled, and obviously we are always placing, but I
have a couple images, but I don't know. Obviously I put the image in here before. I don't know how I could put it like into the chat, but I post on my team page, but it's, I believe it's downline activity. Let me find it and then I'll read it to you.
Thank you.
Because it has a whole list of instructions and I'll post that on my page, or you can even message me. My name is Lauren Casmatis and I can send you them, but I'll post them on the page and it gives them a step-by-step of what they have to do to run that report.
Okay. So that's good to know that there's more to it than what I was trying to find.
Yeah, there is. There definitely is.
If you guys go to downline orders and then the drop down is declines, and you can also click accepted, but it's downline orders. And it's awesome report. And I usually will have each individual person do it because if you were to try to do your whole entire downline, you just wouldn't even know where to begin. But that's why you can break it down into the contest, like Lauren's talking about.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Downline orders, change the terms at the top. You can run them by CC decline is one of the options, but also that ACH decline. If you run it by that one too, you're going to see more declines. They can fix their own credit card decline, but you have to call into customer service if they have an ACH decline.
ACH again is what?
I don't know what it stands for, but it's one of them's for like the credit card decline. Either they got like a new card or something. That's CC decline. The ACH, I feel like, is something else. It's triggered a different way. I don't know. Amber, do you know?
Yeah, ACH means that they're they either have a new card number or the expiration date is expired. So usually you just have to update like the expiration date on the card.
Which just makes so much sense, and it's so easy to do. And once you get over calling, and we teach our people to do that, that's all it is. It's just a little something. Not that they've canceled or any of that.
Hey,
Yeah,
Amber,
so
do you
go ahead.
know, do they stop coming up after a certain amount of time? Because there were months where I would have like $10,000 in declines, and then there's months where I have like 2,000. And I just didn't know if after being declined a certain amount of months, does it just stop pulling on those reports?
Yeah, so what happens is with your loyal customers, if they decline more than 3 times, corporate actually turns off the auto shipment. So if we're not staying on top of this, like you could really have customers that even if it declines 3 times in 1 month, you know, I mean, it's gone. And so therefore then you lose a whole entire customer. So it's important to stay on top of these reports, especially to teach your team too. And this is why I also follow up on the first with everyone, all my loyal customers, to make sure, like, you know, if I see an ACH declined, I'll usually just message and I'll be like, hey, Sarah, I noticed that your card expired. I can't see that it really expired, but I don't want to be like, hey, it declined. Like, that's rude, right? So I'll just say, hey, I noticed that you know, you have a new expiration date. Do you mind sending me that over so I can make sure you get your next order of whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And usually they're pretty good about it because they don't pay attention to that stuff either. You know, they're just like, oh, I got a new card. I don't think of all the places I need to update it. So
That's good. So much good tips, you guys.
And for declines, doesn't it go like every Friday and then it pulls again on month end if month end's not that Friday? Is that true? I feel like I've just recently heard
Yes. That's
Yeah.
true, but it won't do it more than 3, right?
Right. Yep.
So if there's 4 Fridays in a month, it's done.
Yep. So it runs on every Friday, the 25th, and then the last day of the month. But you have to be careful too. If a Friday happens and then the last day is a Saturday, usually sometimes banks won't even allow a decline to process that fast again. But you guys know too, you can automatically go in and process your own declines if they decline as well. So I don't have to wait until the following Friday for that to reprocess. If my customer says, yeah, go ahead and reprocess that, I can manually do that for them as well and pull that volume in before I allow corporate to do it.
Is that just
Amber?
if they've given you permission, Amber?
Yeah.
Or anybody? Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, you can, well, now with the distributor help, it's pretty easy. You know, where your loyal customers can log in. And once you log in your loyal customers, you can go and click distributor help and you have access to their whole account.
Amber, you mentioned that you start at the first of the month calling all your loyals.
Uh-huh.
Then that you see a decline on your saying, or you're just always calling all your loyals at the first of the month?
No, yeah, I always just update and follow them on the first. And that way I'm really done with my loyals for the month. I've changed their orders if they've needed it. You know, I've followed up with them, make sure they've gotten their products. Even if they order on the 25th, then, you know, they should be pretty close to getting their product on the first. But I want to always be shifting the product because I feel like one of the reasons why, you know, loyal customers don't continue on past the 3 months is because of inventory, you know, backstocking product. And so that's our responsibility. If I'm not the one that is, you know, helping them change the product or finding the sister product to what they're using and it's not working or they haven't opened the bottle, I don't let another order go out of that same product. It's not fair to them. It's not fair to me. And it doesn't keep them around any longer. So making sure that they're shifting that product of, oh, okay, you know what? You haven't started the greens yet. No worries. I'm actually going to change it to the cleanse. You'll love it. It's just $1 more. You're going to love the 2-day cleanse. And just give them something else to try.
Okay, great.
Very good.
Well, if I can ask then, Amber, I have 2 different systems. I think it's because I have ADHD. But so one of the systems I've done has always been on a card and done it monthly in the file. But recently, because of the credit card numbers and because it's easier, I am filing old customers under not active so I can go through them, and I've kept all their old contracts, their old agreements. And I've erased all their credit card numbers, keeping the expiration date, as well as I'm doing that with my current customers, and that's with the old agreements. Which way have you found is easier for you to file and keep track of all your loyals?
I'm old school, and I use one system, and that's the system that corporate taught me when I started, and that was the steps of success. One, because I know there's people who are like, I use Excel, or I use this, I use spreadsheets. I'm like, that's not duplicatable. If you pick up someone who doesn't have Excel, then they feel like they can't keep track of loyals. So for me, I write out my steps to success. I have the last 4 years of my steps to success written down. I have all my loyals and their ID numbers and what products they ordered. And then the date, of course, that they ordered for that month. So it's like a stack this thick, but it works for me. And it's, anybody can write out their steps to success on a paper, even if they don't have a printer. So that's how I do it.
Awesome. Who has
Seems to work.
What about those that have not expired, that are no longer loyals? Any of you got great ideas to bring it back? I still get in touch with them and say, hey, I text them or voice message. And during BOGOs, I get a lot of them to come back. But I have quite a few that I haven't had orders from. Has anybody gotten any great success with this? If I can ask Mary Beth.
How about those packages? I think, it's always a good time to reach out too. Any package, any new product that comes out, anything that changes, it's a good excuse to say, hey, you haven't ordered in a while, but guess what?
By calling or texting, or now I'm using voice messaging, which is I really like a message deal.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's great. Good. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing. There's so many little tips and stuff, and just great stuff to take notes on. And it's such it's an honor just to get to be on with all of you guys and have you all kind of sitting at the same table. And I know Cammie would have wanted to be on today, and she does. And I mean, these are her favorite times too, just to get to connect with you guys. But before we go, I want to share a couple of cool quotes with you guys. One of the books I'm working my way through right now is called The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robinson. And I'll just warn you that if you grab the book, it's got a lot of language in it. And I'm listening to it on audio. I was listening to it on a road trip. I had my 10-year-old with me, and he was like, Mom! And I'm like, I know! So I had to put it on the earphones and just kind of take the good that's in it. So just be warned that it does have a lot of language, but great book. And the whole concept behind it is she discovered that, she was going through a really rough time in her life, and there was something needed to happen to snap her out of it. And she was watching TV one night and saw a rocket ship taking off. And I guess it was like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown that stuck with her. And she thought, I'm going to use that tomorrow to make myself get out of bed when my alarm goes off the very first time. And so that was how the whole thing started. So she, in the morning, her alarm went off, and she said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and she got her butt out of bed, and she started doing it over and over and over. And so the book talks about her journey from, being in a slump, feeling like she couldn't, she was kind of unemployed at the time, unemployable and unemployed. And she went from that, drinking too much, just being in a really bad slump, to thriving. And, she's back in the workforce. She's a podcaster, writer. She's been on TV, all that kind of stuff. So it's just a cool concept, which I love, because you can apply it to anything in your life. Like if you're scared to call somebody on your list, if you're scared to reach out to somebody who you want to be on your team, if you're scared to approach a team member about something that they're doing, like whatever the thing is, just to be able to just go, I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm just going to do it. And the whole concept too is that anytime that we hesitate, or we don't do it right away, what happens is our brain processes that and talks us out of it, So can you guys hear this?
Oh yeah.
Motorcycle chainsaw that just came up behind me. What in the world? Oh my gosh. This is not going to be good. Okay. Can you still hear me or no?
A little bit.
It's so funny. Okay. Well, really quick, I'll give you guys a couple of, here, maybe I'll actually just move inside, you guys. Sorry. Okay. You can hear me in here just a little bit better. There we go. Okay, sorry. I just want to share a couple of these quotes with you guys from this book, because I think it's great. I think it's a good concept. And I love the book so far. So every phase of your life requires a different you. And if you change your decisions, you change your life. So, for us, obviously we've already joined the business, so we don't have to talk ourselves into that. But we might need to talk ourselves into making the decision to go to the next level. Maybe you've been sitting at a rank for a while and you need to talk yourself into the decision of like, guess what? I'm going for it. I'm going for it this month, or I'm going for it in May, or I'm going to double my volume, or I'm going to, get my team to complete their steps of success. So whatever it is, wherever you're stuck in your life, maybe in your leadership, just making different decisions can absolutely make a huge change in what you're doing, And so not allowing yourself to have even time for those doubts or time to just say, I'll call them later, but just picking up the phone, counting yourself down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because it's like proven that you're counting down, like whatever, they've done all these studies that it actually works, and making yourself get out there and do it, So I just really love it. The other thing she said is courage is your birthright. You were born with it. You were born with the courage to do those things that are scaring you and that are going to take your business to the next level. And don't let yourself talk yourself out of doing that. Make sure that you're just going for it. You guys, all of you who are on this call have had some success with It Works, or you wouldn't be on this call. You were invited personally on this call, or you are a part of Cammie's leadership team that was handpicked to be a part of this call and a part of this group, and to sit around this table and to share amazing, awesome ideas with each other. And you've had some success, and now it's time for you to continue that. We want to see you guys growing to where you want to be, and grabbing a hold of those dreams and those goals and those things that you want, because you guys deserve it. This is a great, great group of people. So just want to encourage you guys with that. Grab the book if you want. Just don't be scared of a little bit of language that comes out from time to time. And make sure too, you guys, I'd love for you to join us on the Chase the Lion personal development thing that we're starting. It's May 8th. The image is out there. Cammie posted it yesterday, so it's got the Zoom number and stuff on there. And I think it might be just the same Zoom room. I'll have to double check, but grab the book. You can read the first 3 chapters before we get on there. Get your teams on there. It'll just be good to get everybody on the same page, reading something that's going to, kind of grab a hold of people and push them forward. And the concept of that book is really cool too. It's just about going after stuff, but it's kind of a different perspective than some of the other stuff that I've read. So I think you guys are going to really like it. Great. Aspen, anything you want to add?
No, I'm just excited about where we're going and what we're doing. And as our field development team grows, you're going to be seeing us more and more. I hope to see some of you in Grand Rapids if we haven't met you yet. We're going to be doing things like that Chase the Lion series. We'll start another one next fall sometime. So just really finding ways to connect and help you and your emerging leaders, and make sure everyone knows that they've got a voice. And today was great. I love hearing the ideas. I think when leaders come together to collaborate, big things start happening. And hopefully you got one little tip or tidbit today that will help you, take your business to that next level this month. Just one thing that might change the month end for you. So we're just excited. It's fun to see some familiar faces and some new faces on here. So I don't have anything else. Oh, I hear someone's in Rapids. Lori's going to be in Grand Rapids. So
yay!
2 weeks.
It's coming. Thank you guys so much. Please reach out if you need anything to both of us. We want to support you guys. Thanks for hopping on. You guys have an awesome week.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.